We already know that Jon Watts will be directing the new Spider-Man reboot for Sony Pictures, and it looks like we now know who will be writing it. According to a story in The Hollywood Reporter, the writers and directors of the upcoming Vacation movie, John Francis Daley and Jonathan M. Goldstein, are in talks to write the Spider-Man script. The pair were said to be in the running to also direct the new Spider-Man before it was given to Watts, and have previously worked on films like Horrible Bosses 1 and 2, The Incredible Burt, Wonderstone, and Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs. The new Spider-Man film is currently scheduled to hit theaters on July 28th, 2017. Christian, do Daley and Goldstein seem like a good choice for Spider-Man?
Do they seem like a good choice? No. Because you just said Horrible Bosses 2 and
the Burt Wonderstone. Boo.
But we're in a strange time right now. Like I think you brought this up yesterday. Russo brothers, Peyton Reed. Look what those guys did, So I don't know. I know that those guys are directors and these guys are writers, but it looks like hearing what Kevin Feige said about how it's almost they want to make like a John Hughes movie out of this Spider-Man. I think I would have been a lot more nervous about it about a year ago. But now, and especially too, the other thing that I was going to say, I don't even know if I said it yesterday. I know I thought it was the fact that as far as Marvel, it's hard to bet against them right now with what they do. It really is, because Ant-Man, for all accounts, and Guardians should have failed miserably, and they didn't. I don't know what Ant-Man's going to do money-wise, but it should make money. So as far as these guys go, if Marvel believes in them, if this director they're working with believes them, and think that they're going to get the best take out of these guys, then yeah, I think it's fine.
I am actually more optimistic about this because I really like the first Horrible Bosses. I really like Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. I'm one of the few people who I actually didn't mind The Incredible Burt Wonderstone, although was it as good as it should have been? No. But these guys also wrote and directed the new Vacation, and so far that looks amazing. And they were also in the running to direct the new Spider-Man as well. So I actually think in the light, and now living in a post-Russo brothers, Peyton Reed, doing these types of films and doing a great job sort of world, knowing that now ultimately Sony is in charge of these Spider-Man movies, but Kevin Feige is now there. He is the producer on this film along with, I keep forgetting her name, former head of Sony Pictures. Amy Pascal. He's along there doing it with her. So there's a little bit of a new dynamic in there too. As you sit back, the things that Christian mentioned, I like what they've done so far, seeing what the Russos and the Paytons did. I look at this and think, yeah, this... And considering, I think Vacation looks awesome, although I haven't seen it yet. If it wasn't for Vacation, I don't know if I'd still look at their resume and still go, yeah, I'm optimistic.
Even with the trailer, though? Because what if Vacation turns out to be...
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I haven't seen Vacation yet, but it really looks good. Yeah. And I talked to some people who saw it at Comic-Con, and they all came out buzzing really well. So I'm going to be optimistic about this. This could be really interesting. What do you think?
Is that the kid from Freaks and Geeks?
It sure looks like him. Yeah.
I'll say, I mean, just if that's really the kid from Freaks and Geeks, I will forgive Horrible Bosses 2, which was garbage, and as well as the Wonderstone. Jim Carrey was only the shining moment of that film. But you're right. I mean, it really is hard to figure it out just because it's Marvel. When you add Marvel into the mix and add Kevin Feige into it, that's a transformative mixture right there. So I'm looking forward to Vacation. From the trailer, from the casting, everything, I've laughed at every single trailer, so I'm looking forward to enjoying it. The jury's out. It's hard to tell.
It's tough because the conversation in general, I like this is the conversation we're having because it hasn't been, well, this is comedy. What are comedy guys doing writing a Spider-Man movie? Right. Because they have to go and even look at what Ant-Man's done as it is a heist film. We all can agree that it is a heist film with some great comedic elements. What is going to be the tone of Spider-Man? It's going to be different. The space opera and Guardians, the spy thriller and Captain America, they have made it their thing that they are changing up. Each movie stands on its own as a different genre. So I wonder what this movie is going to be with these guys. I don't want a straight up comedy with Spider-Man.
No.
He's got to have comedic elements, obviously, because he's Spider-Man. That's part of his charm. It's intriguing.
Spider-Man in many ways it's on the same TV, just on a slightly different channel. In many ways, he's like Deadpool. He talks a lot, man. Spider-Man,
the PG-13 version,
the PG-13, maybe even just flat PG. Yeah. But he yaps and he talks. And I think when I watch a film like Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, and you look at the main character in Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, that's not far removed from I think a Peter Parker type of character. So yeah, who knows? You're right. The jury is still out. We'll see how this all goes.
What if they went Ferris Bueller's Day Off with Spider-Man, and he was actually addressing the camera and stuff like that.
They broke the third wall?
They broke the third wall.
Like Deadpool?
The fourth wall,
I think they'll get some pushback from the fans about that, though, if they're trying, because Deadpool now just has all this buzz around it.
No, you're right. If they were going to try, maybe they're going to dampen that now. But